So what? WBU got Atlanta.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
He,
what
he said that it was a fluke win that we won against the Pigeons last week, Derek.
mm,
Mm.
Ooh.
I just think that our quarterback just showed you who he really was.
And you know what? It was crazy, Lamar. I tried to call you immediately after it was over.
No, because that's ain't nobody have to call me because I said this last year in November we was gonna pick them at number 2 and we was gonna win 11 games.
11? You said 11 games?
Didn't I say that, Miller?
yeah.
Yes.
It was so crazy.
Yes.
All we gotta do is win one.
Yeah, Galloway. I seen 11 last year. Well, I said in November while he was still in college, he was gonna be our quarterback.
And you finish off the season against the Dallas Cowboys.
What they got to do with now?
All I need is us to beat one of these two teams.
Because the thing about it was everything Romar was calling for over a year ago has come to fruition. That's what he's trying to do. That's what he said. That's what he's really saying.
It ain't what I'm trying to do. It's what's done.
That's what I'm saying. Everything you called out from a year ago.
Roma,
Yes.
what's the tickets? What's the numbers for the tickets tonight?
What tickets?
Lottery tickets.
I don't know because they already won it in Chicago and California.
And we mail in the lines, right? Lines over who lines playing?
49ers.
The 49ers won tonight.
Is that so? Is this mail in?
Hey, look, Cincinnati.
It should be. That's the game. That's gonna be the game. Denver and Cincinnati.
Cincinnati, I need you to win to keep my tickets
T.
alive.
Higgins just scored a touchdown.
Hey, look, I got
6-3.
I got
Cincinnati.
8 tickets. I got 8 tickets in on FanDuel.
Oh,
Who do you know who scored that touchdown, Mill?
T. Higgins.
Dang.
I don't care who scored it. I take it money line. I got like 8 tickets with 10 game parlays.
I did not need him to score
Why?
because that's what I'm playing in the championship. Sorry, I may take it back to fantasy, but
Yeah, that's all right.
Oh no, it's good.
I was highly while you guys were going there early. I was highly invested in the Chargers game because I had Ladd McConkey starting.
ooh, I know you had a good game.
I was stuck between a rock and a hard place because with Chuba Hubbard going down,
Mm-hmm.
my only other alternative, make a long story short, was to start Keenan Allen.
Can you imagine how good that Georgia team was with Ladd and Brock Bowers last year? If they only had a legitimate quarterback, woo, they were loaded.
I
They
don't know
were
what you,
loaded.
mean, what you mean, but they won a national championship with it.
They ain't win it last year, did they?
Yeah, they did.
yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, they looking for the 3-peat right now.
Oh, okay. I thought they lost it one of those years.
No,
I don't think they three-peated.
no, they back to back right now.
Michigan won it last year, bro.
Yeah, Michigan won it. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, so they okay. Georgia won it the 2 years prior.
Yeah. Michigan won last year.
Yeah, I think they might have gave
Matter of
Michigan
fact,
a
Georgia
game.
lost to Michigan, didn't it?
Nah, they
Georgia
didn't
lost to
face
No,
Alabama.
it was Washington.
Washington.
Georgia lost to Washington and Michael.
Yeah.
Georgia
No,
lost to Alabama
they lost to Alabama in the championship game, I think.
SEC championship game.
Yeah.
But they
Yeah.
still beat the Blue last year.
And they turned around and beat Florida State by 100.
No, but
That knocked them out because it was only a 14 playoff.
knocked
That
them
loss knocked them out the 14
and
playoff.
put
Right.
Alabama back in it, and
Yep.
and Alabama lost to Washington.
Yeah.
Right. No, they lost. Alabama lost to Michigan.
No. Oh,
Alabama lost to Michigan.
so the championship game was what?
Championship game was Washington and Michigan.
And Michigan.
Okay, yeah, all right, yeah, you right. You right. Yeah,
I always am.
All right. So on the last game is a mail-in, right?
Hey, Galloway,
Yes, sir.
don't speak under your breath like that no more.
Hey, it went under my breath if you heard it.
Does anybody believe that the San Francisco 49ers are going to beat the Detroit Lions?
No.
They don't
Okay.
have enough offense. Nope.
Okay, then therefore that is a mail-in,
Thank you very much.
and that can.
So that concludes it.
And that concludes your Sunday Monday picks.
Okay,
So what
gentlemen,
we gonna talk about now?
we gotta get some NBA in, man.
And look, and look, who got fired on their day off?
Who
Craig.
did?
Hey, kid,
Yo,
stop coming for the black man like that, man. We all know it was Mike Brown, and he didn't deserve,
bingo.
he didn't deserve to get fired
Mike Brown, who? Who you talking about?
for the Sacramento Kings.
He got fired? No
He
way.
got fired yesterday.
Again?
Yes.
Didn't he just wait? Didn't he just win Coach of the Year?
Yep.
Last year.
He got
Wow.
fired yesterday or day before yesterday.
That's crazy. What's their record? Why did he get fired?
13 and 18.
And they still in the middle of the pack in the West.
That's crazy.
They ain't even out of playoff contention yet.
You know he going back to Golden State or maybe somewhere else as an assistant. He was really good with Golden State as their
Hey, look.
defensive coach.
Hey, you know what? Denver coach said, I'm not surprised by it because I got fired by the same person.
Oh yeah, Michael Malone. Yep.
Who's the same person you talk about? The owner of the Sacramento, the Vivek guy?
Yep.
Yeah, he's impatient. There's no way you do something like that.
They fired on Friday afternoon within an 18-minute news conference.
Didn't they beat Golden State in the first round last year?
Haven't
Yeah.
they been a
Nope.
playoff?
No.
Haven't they been the 5 seed for the last 2 years?
Wait. I know they beat Golden State some way, because that was a game that
Hold
was
on.
Klay Thompson's last game.
Ho. Derek, they have been the 5 seed in the playoffs for the last two, maybe 3 years.
They fired him right before they was about to get on the plane.
That's sad. You know what? When coaches around the league see stuff like that, why would they be motivated to come play coach for you when you're doing impatient stuff like that? I mean, that's like Lovie Smith getting fired with the Bears. Remember, Lovie Smith was like 10-6, and they let him go. And what the Bears been ever since? Terrible.
I mean, but this ain't the same. But see, Derek, this is something that you see a lot more of in the NBA than you do in the NFL.
True, you do. But what I'm saying is, it doesn't make it right.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. You just last year, Milwaukee coach got fired and he had the second best record in the NBA.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
All right, so at what point do we call the Sacramento Kings a complete dumpster fire? Because what are they doing? What are they doing? What have they done?
Now my point
Let's
is,
start there. What have they done?
no. Let's go back 1 second.
Nothing to
I got a
do
question.
to warrant that.
Hey, look.
I have a question.
Can I say
Oh
this?
no. Let me ask you a question, please.
Okay, please.
Okay. Sacramento, under Coach Brown, going back a couple of years, man, I'm looking at it. I say, hey, these guys are on to something. What in the hell happened? What happened? Okay. He had winning seasons. So what got him fired?
Not being better than a 5 seed in the playoffs.
But the season just started. I mean, we just got past Christmas here.
Hey, look, I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna just say it as simple as
It's just like when they made the mistake of firing him from Chicago.
It's simple.
Oh, I'm sorry, Cleveland.
It is the curse of LeBron.
For Sacramento.
That has nothing to do with LeBron.
Hold on, Mike Brown won Coach of the Year, and then going into the next season, after he led LeBron and them to the finals and they lost, he had a winning record or somewhat similar to record to what he got right now with Sacramento, Guess what happened? He got fired.
Systematic racism.
Yeah.
He got fired.
Come on, man, because you know a whole lot other coaches, man, that have been given time after time after time after time,
Hey, look.
and you got this black man
Hey, look.
that has look.
He lasted longer than Drew.
Look, no,
He lasted longer than Luke Walton is being their coach.
it not a fair comparison.
What
Not
you
a fair
mean?
comparison.
What you
Mike
mean?
Brown,
Luke Walton got the job in Sacramento because of the record that he had while Steve Kerr was sick.
that's legacy stuff.
Well, Luke Walton wasn't a bad coach. He has led the Lakers. Even when the Lakers ain't had nothing but Kobe, they still led him to a playoff team under Luke Walton. He's not. And I'm not saying he's great. I'm not saying
That's a good point.
He's a good, serviceable coach.
No, that's a good point. But let's talk about Mike Brown for a second. Because
Brown
we
is a
already
good,
know.
serviceable coach.
We already know. Historically, you have been giving these white coaches, okay, season after season after season. You got a black coach that have led this city to prominence right now, okay? And now, after whatever, you gonna get rid of him? That's the same thing that happened in New York. No. That's the same thing that happened in New York.
No, because
Remember,
Sacramento has done Mike Brown good because he's been the coach.
they didn't do him good.
What you mean? Because he done had 5 years there.
It ain't been 5 years.
How
It's
long?
probably been like 3 or 4 at the most.
Well,
This is
2.5
year
2
4.
and a half, but still, they fired him
For
right
what?
after a practice, right when the team's about to get on the plane.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
I'm not disputing what you're saying, Dad.
Hold on.
Yeah, systemic racism. Okay,
You act like you have not seen the NBA and teams in the NBA do this. Why coaches on the plane coming back with their teams?
No, you don't do that.
It does. This firing shouldn't surprise you when they come from the NBA.
No, my point. No, my thing is, when do we call the Sacramento Kings a dumpster fire?
They're not.
You can
Why?
do it
Because they
now.
keep doing this stuff, and they have not won anything.
What you mean they?
They haven't earned the right to fire somebody like that. Roma is what he's saying. They're not. They haven't been.
But they
a
have
winning
not won a
organization.
championship. They have not
Right.
been. They have not gotten out the. They have not gotten out the showers of California from the Lakers for anything. They went to the finals like 1 or 2 times and choked.
Wait a minute, hold. Let's back
They-
1
they-
second. How far back are you going?
I'm going back as far as I can
2002.
remember.
No, what I'm
They
saying
they
is,
have the
let's talk about where they were when Mike Brown first came to coach. Where were they? And he
At the
built
bottom
that
of the
team
barrel?
up.
Yeah, they was on. I was getting to that. They was on. They have not been nothing ever since that one finals when they had Mike Bibby and Chris Webber and them. They reeled their way back up.
That was
Now
the
they
West
turn it
Coast
back
Finals.
down.
What I'm saying is just like our other host here was just saying. Okay, it's only been 3 years, and up until now, last year, what did they find? What did they finish? Last year, what did they
They
finish?
was in the playoffs last year, weren't they?
They were. They were.
Okay, the year before that, where were they?
They was a 5 seed the year before.
Did they make the playoffs then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and Mike Brown was the coach.
Yeah. They
Yep.
finished.
Okay,
They finished.
and so like we into 1/3 of the season right now,
But up until this point, last season.
and now you got Doug Christie being the interim coach.
But hold on, WB.
Doug Christie.
Up until this point, this season, Mike Brown has finished in the middle, in the middle of the pack.
What?
The West is tough.
He finished with the number 5 seed the last 2 years prior to this one.
And now I believe it. Check it out. I believe it's Doug Christie.
And the only reason
Okay, that's taking over interim coach.
and the only reason that they doing that right now is because
How's that going to work out for you?
because he's a loyal Sacramento Kings player.
That doesn't result to wins though.
Yeah,
It doesn't.
But but right now, even if it don't result to wins,
Is it Doug?
guess what Doug does for the organization?
What does he do?
Bring back memories.
No, he connect with the players, the younger players right now.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
He's
We'll
not
see.
exactly
We'll
what
see.
you call a spring chicken.
I know.
We'll see. We'll
I
see.
ain't
The
saying
thing
No,
is,
I'm saying I think it was a bad move.
the bigger question is, what exactly were the expectations of this owner going into the season? Was he expecting them to be the top 2 seeds in
hold
the
on,
West?
hold on. Do you forget that Shaq is part owner of this team too, right?
Right, but listen to what I'm saying.
So
What was
if-
the
if-
what
so-
was
so
the
Shaq didn't
expectation?
know how to build the winner.
Well, being part owner has nothing to do with you being into management.
What you
Yeah.
mean?
Well, I know exactly what I mean because being part owner, you have an investment. That doesn't mean that you have anything to do with day-to-day decisions.
Not at all.
No,
He just has a piece of interest.
No,
in the
That's
team.
right.
No,
That's it.
He's like a majority owner.
Who
No, I doubt
cares?
that. I doubt that. I doubt. Hold on.
I don't care what position of ownership he has. That has nothing to do with the day-to-day decisions.
All right, listen. This is from an article. This was a quote. Listen, I'm not surprised that Mike Brown got fired because I got fired by the same person who this was Mike Malone, who was controversially let go in 2015 by the Kings, only 24 games into the second season.
24 games.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he Malone concluded his soundbite with a harsh critique of the manner of the dismissal. Quote, no class, no balls.
Ooh.
That's what he said about the owner.
Right.
Shaquille O'Neal was a minority owner of the Sacramento Kings from 2013 to 2022. He sold his stake in the team in January of 2022.
I wonder why.
Who's Shaq?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He sold.
Ain't got nothing to do with him.
No, he ain't got nothing to do with this. This is the owner.
Yeah.
So again, my original question: when do we call the Sacramento Kings a dumpster fire?
Oh,
Right now. Put your finger on it, right on the button right now. Because the question basically is, what was this owner's expectation? Was he expecting them to be better than what the Thunder? Was he expecting them to be better than Denver? Was he expecting them to be better than a couple of other teams here in the West? The West is loaded.
And they have barely nothing. All they have is what De'Aaron Fox.
Hey, look.
They still got De'Aaron Fox, right?
They do.
Yeah.
And Sabonis.
He
And-
trade bait.
Everything is trade bait. It just seems like
But
they're the
no.
new Los Angeles Clippers. That's what it seems like.
No, but see,
This owner just trying to sell tickets. That's it.
See, that's see. Now you own to something because that's how I see it. Like in the NBA, you own a team right now. You quick to sell it because you're gonna get the bag for what it's worth at the time.
Yeah, and I just don't think this. I think this owner doing it the all wrong way.
I just look at
He remind me of the Panthers owner right now.
So Sacramento, the last time they were in the playoffs was 22-20.
The Redskins.
So
Panthers
Sacramento,
fired everybody every 2
Long as
seasons.
I own you, my value gonna go up until I sell it.
so this goes back to the playoff implications. What we're looking at.
What you for?
Mhm. But he's not waiting long enough for it to develop.
Can you guys hear me?
Who cares about the developer?
Hello?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, put your headphones back on.
Who cares about it? Long as I can get more money than what I bought you for, I got a profit.
So Mill,
Yeah,
dumpster fire. Sacramento, the last time they were in the playoffs was 22-23, and they lost to the Warriors in a 7-game series.
That was in the play-in last year.
Right. No. This is the playoffs, not play-in. Playoffs in 22-23.
So
Before that, Sacramento had not been in the playoffs
Oh no, I'm
until 2006 was the last time they were in the playoffs.
Yeah, I'll
So
call you next
16
time.
years. 16, 17 years prior to that. to the 22-23 season.
Correct.
Yeah, they had
No,
enough time.
no playoffs for 16 years, and the 1 year you make the playoffs, and your coach is the coach of the year, you turn around and let him go.
No, because it's 2 years. Because this is really like the 24-25.
Okay, yeah, the year after, but still, you mean 16 years with no playoffs, and this guy gets you to the playoffs in year 2,
Derek.
and then you turn around and let him go.
Galloway.
I don't understand that.
Galloway, you act
Yeah.
like you ain't seen this before.
No. I'm saying this is much harder to do in Sacramento than it is in Boston, New York or Philadelphia.
No, it ain't.
Or,
No, it's not. No, it's not. Because
So-
We ain't got to them Sixers yet.
I really
See, when you're a black coach, you a scapegoat right off the bat.
no. But what you saying, Galloway, I really don't. I can't buy into it.
why is that?
Because
You're telling me it's an easier
I
job
don't
to coach
care.
it. Wait. Hold on.
outside of Phil Jackson taking the job after Doug Collins got fired, you can never do what Phil did.
You off subject.
No
I'm
franchise
asking.
never
That's
do
not what I'm asking you. I'm asking you. You're telling me it's much easier to coach a team
Why?
in Sacramento than it is in Boston and Philadelphia.
Yeah,
And
because the West is weak.
you lost your mind. Okay,
Let's
let's move on. The West is weak.
Yeah, I really do believe that the West play weaker than the Eastern Conference.
The West is loaded.
Yes.
Wait.
You score.
Romar, you can't have a conversation if you're gonna let one person talk. Seriously. I mean, here's the thing. If that is the case, why is it that only 2 teams in the last 15 to 20 years have won the championship from the East? That was Toronto and recently Boston. Everything that comes through as far as winning the championship goes through LA, the Golden State, the Spurs.
And you know why the only 2 teams that from the East won those championships? Because they played better defense.
Roma sounds like you sounded.
West-
It sounds like that you are proving Derek's point.
No,
He's not listening to himself.
He's not
If I say-
listening at all.
If I say 2 teams since the
Hold on.
Bulls won a championship, that doesn't mean the East is better than the West. 2 teams since the Bulls.
Right.
That was in '98.
Western Conference teams are more offensive teams. Everybody knows anybody that comes out of the Eastern Conference, they are more battle tested than a defensive team.
And Cleveland. Yeah, Cleveland got one too. That's right.
Great.
And they had-
Okay, let's
and
talk
they
about
had
this
one-
year.
And they had one of the better defenses when they won the championship.
Now, let's talk about this year.
So don't do that, bro.
Now, Cleveland is in the East. Am I correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you got Boston that's in the East.
Yep.
Okay. Let's talk about the top 2. No, let's do this. Top 4 teams in the East versus the top 4 teams in the West.
No comparison.
Number 1 is Cleveland right now. I think they have the number 1. If it ended today on seeds, I think Cleveland would be number 1. Am I correct or wrong?
What, in the East they would.
Okay. And Boston would be number 2.
That don't mean nothing.
No, Roma, stick
That's
on
going
script.
against your point.
Stay on script, right? Okay, so Boston's number 2. Who's number 1 in the West?
OKC, I think.
OKC. Who's number 2 in the West?
Memphis, I think.
Who's
Either
number 2? Is it Memphis?
Memphis.
Oh,
or-
man.
or
And
Denver.
Memphis or Golden State or Denver.
no, it's not Golden State.
Nah, it ain't Golden State.
Okay. Somebody check that real quick.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
let's say it's Memphis. And by the way, my boy Jaru Morant, I think he's suffered a shoulder injury.
Yep. last
Yeah,
night.
doggone it. Hey, Roma,
All right. So in
one
the
thing you
West, it's OKC, Memphis, Houston, Dallas, LA, Denver, Minnesota,
no.
Spurs,
Okay.
and Phoenix. Those are
No.
top 10 in the West.
Okay. So number one is
OKC.
OKC. Bad boys there. Number two,
Memphis Grizzlies.
Memphis. Man, John Morant. And Roma, you said this earlier. This cat, he said that he really doesn't like the dunk, even though he has some.
No,
So,
he said it himself that he stopped dunking.
yeah,
More about laying the ball up.
and you know, and it came from
Derrick Rose.
Derrick Rose. You're exactly right. Derrick Rose says, "Hey, man, you know, in other words, I'm paraphrasing. Don't shorten your career by trying to dunk." And so he came on with, "Hey, I'm really not trying to dunk." But Roma, you said something. He has these 360 layups. Man, look, I want to know from the panel, who have you seen that's more entertaining on the floor than Ja Morant this season?
Oh, what key word you said
wanna
this
hear-
season?
You want to hear my answer?
I said this season.
You want to hear my answer?
Now, okay,
He resides in Atlanta.
Trae Young.
He resides. Yes.
No.
That,
Oh yeah,
No.
that young boy. Yeah.
Trae Young has more shiny moments.
Oh no.
Yes.
No.
WB.
Yes.
Now, there was a point that they made a huge comeback on Thursday, and they came back and beat the Bulls.
Who did?
With a 50-point fourth quarter.
Yeah, they came back.
Who's it? Atlanta?
Yep.
It was down 50.
Yeah. That's one game. I'm saying the most spectacular basketball player I've seen in the last, not only this year. No.
You said this year.
Well, yeah, this year. Well, and still, let me stay right. Okay, Roma, Mr. Roma Smith. Okay, I'm speaking, sir. Trae Young. Are you trying to tell me that Trae Young has more spectacular moments than Ja Morant?
Yeah,
because what?
Hey, look.
Oh, I can't wait to hear this.
I take a jump shot in your face to win the game better than a dunk over you to win.
A jump shot?
Yes.
Over all the highlights that Ja bring you?
Hey, look.
Are you serious right now?
It's basically what Trae Young was bringing to the table.
I'll tell you this, WB. A dunk is like a punch. I can take a punch. A three-pointer in my face to win the game is like a slap. I'm a man. You can.
Ja has Ja can see. Guess what? This is where you lose the argument because Ja can shoot the 3-pointer too.
But
yes, he can.
It's not just
the question. The question was
no. It's the intangibles you bring to the table. Think about the alley oops. Y'all forgot about that.
Hey, look.
Yeah,
look,
but
man.
that's the question. The question was who has the most spectacular plays and who's the most spectacular player. Not who wins games or not who's the best player. The question is.
Well, I mean,
at
least he should be in the conversation.
Just because he's a shooter and I'm a shooter, I'm still gonna stay with Trae.
Well, you can stay with Trae.
It's colder when the
you
game
like you know. Apparently, you like vanilla ice cream and I like chocolate.
Hey, look.
And that's perfectly fine.
It's more embarrassing to win the game from 40 feet out than 2 feet.
We ain't talk about that. The most spectacular player. Let's put it like this. All right, let's go around the table. You got 2 free tickets, but you can only choose one. Trae Young, to see Trae Young or to see Ja Morant. And let me put I'm going to choose Ja Morant. Okay, Kevin?
Yes.
Who would you choose?
You know what? I'll have to go with Romar on this one.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going with Romar.
And that's your choice.
Yep.
Yeah, go there and be let down. Mill, who would you choose? John Morant, Trey Young?
Or somebody else.
No. I want these two. That's the question.
I only got these two to choose from.
These two to choose from.
And we basing on this year or all time?
No, this year.
And they're both healthy enough to play. I have to.
They're both healthy enough to play.
No low management here going on.
That's okay.
Stop adding on to adding to your answering the question. Just answer the question.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dad.
Come close. Don't apologize to me. Don't apologize to me.
Square moment.
Hey, good. Hey, shut up, Romar. Romar, nobody's talking to you right now. Mill,
No. We talking about this year, right?
This year,
they got a dad.
or any year, I don't care.
No, come on, Dad.
I really. And then keep in mind, a couple of those years he got suspended for doing stupid stuff or hanging around with stupid people.
Before all that, I would say John Morant. But if you talking about right here and right now,
and who got
Trey Young got a lot. Trey Young got a lot going on.
Okay, yeah. Okay, go on. Okay,
he's hotter. He's hotter right now.
Okay, yeah. You know, guess what? I done heard enough from you. I want to hear from Derek.
he don't hang with him.
My choice. My choice would be.
Okay.
He don't like it.
I don't care. Be quiet. Kid Love, nobody's talking to you right now.
John Morant ain't rolling dice on Madison Square Garden.
Kid Love, ain't nobody talking to you right now. Hey, be quiet, Romar. I thought I was talking to Derek.
What you say, Mill?
Hey, Mill, look here. I know he's the host of the show.
What you say, Mill?
Be quiet, Romar.
Who rolled the dice on Madison Square Garden?
Look, hey, Derek.
There's smoke behind that. There's drama behind that.
Do you mind if Derek speaks?
Appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Me personally, I would pick Shy as the choice. But if I got to stick with these,
that's right.
But if I got to,
right. Come on, Derek.
But if I got to choose between these two, and I'm taking my son to see his very first basketball game, I want him to see Ja. I mean,
come on now.
As much as I like Trey, wait. Please let me finish.
Can you let the man finish?
As much as I hear your point about Trey, they're in 6th place since you want to talk about winning. And Ja are 22-10. They're in 2nd place. They're winning.
We are not talking about winning or losing. We are talking
just did. You just did winning.
Romar, I think the gentleman, I think Derek was speaking. Would you please let him finish?
But he kind of.
K-Love.
No. I only brought that part up because Romar brought up the winning part.
That's right.
I specifically said if it's about explosive and it's about excitement, what do I want to see? Do I want to see jump shots, or when I'm bringing my child to a game, do I want to see dunking? That's like asking me, would I rather take my son to go see Larry Bird, or do I want to go see Michael Jordan? I want my son to see Michael Jordan, right?
Absolutely.
Explosiveness.
Absolutely.
That's what I came to see a basketball game for, entertainment. Don't care about winning because he's not my teams. If I had to see explosive and entertainment, that's what I'm going for. I'm going to go see Ja do something spectacular. And since you brought it up about the winning, they're going to win too because they're second.
That's right. And thank you, Derek, because from the words of a man that knows what the hell he's talking about. Thank you, Derek. That's exactly right. If I'm going to, I got 2 tickets. I want to see John Morant or I want to see Trey Young. I'm going.
Baby.
So what?
Give me ATL over Memphis. I'm sorry.
You know what, Mill? You have every right to do that. You have every right to do that. And Romar.
Hey, slow. We going to ATL, bro. We gas nothing to pay, so we going to ATL.
I don't.
So Mill, just a quick question. What are you picking ATL for? The excitement or the winning?
Hey, Derek, stop doing that because, bro, at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, Doug is exactly right because we're going for the excitement and the win because Memphis has a better record than ATL.
What's Atlanta's record, Romar? Do you know?
That's exactly right. What is Atlanta's record?
See,
Nothing. Hey, Christmas is over.
This is what both of y'all get the whole thing.
Oh no, ain't nobody got nothing wrong on this one.
Yes, you do because
Atlanta's
talking about a record. It's
And
nothing to do with
You just said it's about winning. I want a winning jump shot in your
That's
face.
right. And
Hey, Derek,
I'm gonna do it in spectacular fashion.
Derek,
Romar,
Derek, don't do that because
no, Romar, don't you do that because you wrong. You dead wrong.
I mean,
no, because
the Hawks are a playoff team.
hey, look,
The Hawks are a playoff
hey,
team.
look,
They're
hey,
the 6th seed in the West. I mean, the East.
This is
Mill,
off the real.
Mill, what is Atlanta's record?
watch this.
That's right.
Watch this, Mill. Because if
No.
you're gonna look at
No.
a
Mill,
walk-
Mill,
a jump
Mill,
shot to win a game
what-
is a walk-off home run.
Mill.
What a walk-off home run got to do
What
with
is
anything?
what is Atlanta's record,
Calm
Mill?
down, bro.
Yeah. Hey, Romar, you left the question. What is Atlanta's record?
Win the game is just like a walk-off home run.
If you walk away from the desk, you can't talk because people can't hear you. There's your microphone right there.
If I hit a three-pointer to win a jump, if I hit a three-point jump shot to win the game, that's like a walk-off home run in baseball.
So what? You won 8 games. What is your record? What is your record right now?
It's obvious he's going to avoid the question.
It-
I'm asking
yeah,
the
Derek,
people that picked Atlanta. What is Atlanta's record?
you know what? Romar, I don't even know what you're talking about because that Dirk asked. Oh. You nothing. Derek asked a question. He said, "What is Atlanta's record right now?"
We're not talking about records.
What are we talking about?
Record has nothing to do with this discussion right now.
Why not?
Okay. All right. Because
Why not?
the last time I checked, you said winning shots, winning off a walk-off, winning this and winning that. So I asked you what was their record? That's what I'm asking.
As a matter, Romar. Dirk asked you a question, and you don't have your headphones on. If you don't have his damn headphones on, he's out there.
Look, he don't care.
Romar, you don't have your headphones on. You haven't even listened to the conversation. Yes, you yapping. You yapping. Because you're wrong. Guess what? You picked if Trae Young over, my man, John Morant. And John Morant is more exciting and they have a better record. The hell you talking about? Okay, nothing.
This is a personal, thing. So there is no right or wrong answer. But if you wanted to bring in winning, that's why I asked that question. Who's got the better record?
You're right about that too. But again, I agree with you, Derek. If I'm going to go to a basketball game, and and the question was because whatever Romar, Mill, Kevin, Derek, and me, we can choose whatever person or player we want to see.
Right.
So you got a choice. Who would you rather see? Romar, I'm speaking right now. Okay. No. Sit down. Okay. But the thing is, if I want to choose to see John Morant, and you guys want to see Trae Young, that is your business.
Right.
So the question on the table is, and just like Derek said, if he want to take his son, to a basketball game for the experience, he would choose John Morant over Trae Young because of what that athlete brings to that experience. So whatever you want, Romar.
The question won't never about the experience.
What the hell are you talking about? That's what we talking about.
The question was explosiveness
Uh,
and entertainment. Who's the most entertaining?
You know, hey, Roma, it would help if you put your headphones on, because you can hear what the hell's going on.
We can't hear him.
No, we can't, because we're not gonna listen to that crap. Because guess what? Everybody has their own choices. Everybody have their own choices. Okay. Put your headphones on.
What you're talking about.
You don't know what anybody's talking about because you don't have your headphones on. You had them on, but you don't have them on now.
Why I need to have them on when I'm right here back?
Roma.
So
the thing is, I want to see John Morant. You want to see Trey Young, and that's your business.
Everybody has their own.
And you got a losing record.
No.
The hell you don't. They're never speaking for themselves.
We're not talking about records when we're talking about this.
What? No, we're not. And I'm telling you who I prefer to see. I would know. I'm telling you who I prefer to see. And you can't make me eat strawberry if I don't want them. I'm telling you what I want. And I want to see John Morant versus Trey Young. Okay?
Look, WB.
Don't look WB nothing. I already told you what I want. Period. Moving right along. Emil? Emil?
I don't know where we are. TV's off. I can't even give an update on.
It's 10-3 Bengals.
No.
Oh, it's 10-3. It's 6:22.
Bengals.
6:22, y'all. We talked. Did we cover everything about basketball? I mean,
I don't know. We did.
I guess.
Because Roma got out of control. You don't know what out of control is. Yeah. Okay. And we finished all the picks, right?
Yes.
Okay, good.
ABC right now, end of the third, the Pop-Tart Bowl, Miami 38, Iowa State 35. That is a shootout right there. They just going back and forth.
And how much time left to go?
In the third quarter. They got one more quarter.
Wow.
Here's a question for you, Mill, and maybe this could be a good subject to talk about. On Christmas Day, with the NFL doing the Netflix thing with Beyonce and the games that they had, did the NFL kind of take over the NBA's space on Christmas Day?
Nope.
Going down the road in the future.
Nope.
That's a great question.
You had two blowout undesirably to watch football games as opposed to 3 basketball games. 5. 3 of them went down to the wire.
So
the excitement is still in NBA. The NFL, if they want to take over, they gotta find better to schedule more exciting football games at this time. And I don't see it happening with all these streaming services.
Don't put them on Netflix either.
And and guess what? And I refuse to buy it. Because I said that makes no sense. This is Christmas Day.
That's greed.
At least they could have put those horrible games, Mill, like you said, those horrible games on. They could have put them on national TV or scheduled better games. You exactly right.
I agree with you, Mel, as far as the games were concerned, but the numbers showed that this was probably the 2 highest watched football games almost of all time.
Are you serious?
Almost of all time.
Oh my God! Now that blows my mind.
Because of the Beyonce
playoff teams.
That blows my mind. Because I looked at those 2 games.
Let me verify.
They're going because I have to admit, because if they were higher ranking, more competitive teams, I may have just subscribed to Netflix, to do that. But out of those 2 games, I said, "Oh no, I'm not doing this."
NFL Christmas games on Netflix break streaming records 65 million tune into Netflix on NFL Christmas Day.
Wow.
Most people-
65 million.
Yeah, see, most people already have Netflix, and you can reach more around the world that way. It's
That's
just
my
more of a
that's my
convenience.
point. That's my
Well,
point. It took
you
away,
you got
it took away-
300 million people in this country though.
but it took away viewership from NBA, which is on live free TV. Is my
Mhm.
point. So that's
Yeah,
why I was asking the question. Did
I
it,
found,
did it,
I
did
found
it
that
kind
kind
of
of crazy too.
yeah?
That's kind of crazy.
Mm.
Now,
But y'all should know I don't like midweek football. I don't like Thursday night football. So I never liked Thursday night football. So I definitely don't like Wednesday night football.
Oh,
I'd
and we
rather
have that
keep-
coming up, don't we?
I'd rather keep it on Sundays, but
Yeah. Hey, don't we have something coming up on New Year's Day, Wednesday?
No.
College football.
that's
College football, yeah, but not
Mill,
NFL.
Yeah.
The NBA slate, 5.2 million views. 5.2.
And that includes
Wow.
the Lakers Warriors game.
Yeah, and that was a great game. Great game.
Honestly, I think that was the best game out of the 5.
I can see the NFL trying to bully their way on Christmas Day going forward. If you get 65 million, they're going to
Well,
repeat this.
but
They're going to
think
do
about
this again.
Think of it this way, because that's already going to be on the books next year. Because remember, Christmas is going to be on a Thursday next year.
Yeah, you
Ain't gonna
daggone
got
right.
Thursday night football.
You daggone right. After what they seen, what happened with that Tyson fight, and how much they got with Netflix, the NFL gonna sign off on this. They may, I don't know what their deal is with the Amazon deal, whatever that is. That might get shifted over to Netflix. If Netflix can get you $65 million, 65 million views, that's a huge cut into the
I need
NBA.
to know what Amazon Prime gets for Thursday night football because they got that on lock.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that ain't going
Yeah,
nowhere.
but for how many years though? Was it a
That made me
5-year deal,
want to
2-year
get
deal?
Amazon Prime.
Yeah, we don't know, and the numbers are going to go up. They're just going to go up.
Oh, fumble that bitch.
All right, guys, we gotta get ready to start wrapping this thing up and get out of here. So I'm gonna pass around the room, Mr. Galloway. I'd like to thank you for joining us, and please join us if you can. We'll be back next week.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, please come back next week. We can chop it up some more. And
Appreciate you for having me.
Oh
as
man.
always, man.
Yeah, I want to back it up too. Derek, hey man, thank you for your input. I mean, your knowledge of the game and what's going on, man. You're a valued part of this network. Thank you so much for
I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
no, and I mean
Appreciate
that. I mean that. My son Scotty would tell you that it seems a lot of people know him as Scotty or Scott or E. Scott. Oh, he is, that's my son. I love him, man. He does a great job. I want to thank you, Scott, for bringing on quality people, a quality broadcast, and Romar and Kevin, and we got Mark Daniels. I mean, I will put you guys up against ESPN, NBC, ABC, CBS, or any of those analysts because you don't have earpieces in your ear telling you what to say. It's not scripted, and your vast knowledge, man, is underappreciated. But I want you to know that I really appreciate you guys. I really do.
That's awesome. Awesome to
Oh
hear.
man,
Appreciate
this
that.
is so cool, so cool, so cool.
It is.
We started the source page. Scott, how many years ago did we start that? It has going back what 5, 6
Well, you
years.
were doing it before me.
Yeah, I started way before,
I
and we had
joined
another
2017,
gentleman on,
2018.
and then, folks, I'm gonna leave you with this. There's something called Acres of Diamonds. And you never realize until you search the things that you need, the diamonds that you're searching for are in your own backyard. And I'm saying that because of this. When Mill came on, we were just talking one day because the sports page had just started. And so I said, My son, we were talking one day. I said, "Why don't you join the sports page?" You know, and he came on, and wow, couldn't be prouder, and it became his show. And Scott, I want to say this: I love you, man. You already know that. Not only as your father, but as the host of the sports page, because when you took over, it took on a whole different meaning and went to a whole different level. Okay, and I want to appreciate you for that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I mean that.
Yeah, wonderful job, Mill.
Great job, great job,
Awesome.
great job. Right, and you guys are awesome, Romar and Kevin. Is that Mark? Did Mark join us?
Yeah, Mark just came on.
Is that the boxing guru?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right. So hey, we're gonna sign off, but we're always here for you, Mark. Oh man. Mill?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. There's no way we can end the show without getting the guru's opinion about whatever he wants to talk about.
Well, no, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I would say, what's going on? What's going on in the boxing world?
The floor is yours, man. What you
Well,
got?
I'm so sorry I came in so late. I really am. I had some things what's going on. I said, oh my God, I got to figure out how to get on the show today. No, I just hope everybody was having a great Christmas. Plenty of sports on. I'll finally be able to sit down and enjoy it. Look like Cincinnati and Denver is going to have a phenomenal ending to their game. One of the things I wanted, if we got a second to bring up, is the firing of Mike Brown in Sacramento.
Yep.
I don't know if it was talked about.
Yeah, we did, but it's your turn, man. What you got to talk about?
Yeah, I don't know if you heard. I became a granddad the day after Christmas.
You did say that again?
I became a grandfather the day after Christmas.
Oh my goodness! Congratulations, brother. Get ready to lose a lot of money.
Look, that's the best advice that I've heard so far.
Damn.
Congratulations.
Oh my God.
Because you're gonna do more for your grandchild than you did for your kid.
Like I said, just make sure you have some extra change somewhere because you're gonna be using it.
Oh,
But I thought the firing was horrible, to be honest. Classless.
Same here.
I mean, a classless situation. I was just the coach of the year a year ago, but now I get fired a year later.
But he did the same thing in Cleveland.
Well, here's the thing with Mike Brown. I believe, and this is just my opinion, I believe he's a great, great, great teacher of the game.
Look at my grandson downstairs.
I think he's a great teacher of the game. I think the biggest problem with Mike Brown is you're only going to get so far. He's great as an assistant. But when he has to take over the reins of a situation, he'll get you some wins. But come playoff time, he just ain't had that success. I mean, and he's been fired in some of the weirdest situations I've ever seen. I mean, the Sacramento Kings call him up, didn't tell him out to practice on his way leaving the facility to catch the flight. He got fired.
wow.
When he got fired as coach of the Lakers, he was actually at the drive-through at In-N-Out.
That's crazy.
I'll put it to you like this. I think he's a great assistant coach. Some guys are great at being assistants. That don't mean they can be head coaches.
But he got a good record as a head coach.
Yeah, but the problem is, Romar, you can do great. You do great during the regular season, but it comes time for the playoffs. You can't win the Pacific Division and get knocked out in the first round.
So could we say the same thing about the Philadelphia Eagles coach?
Well, I put it to you like this: no, because that dude has gotten to a Super Bowl.
But he ain't winning.
Hey, there's a lot of coaches that got to the Super Bowl that ain't won it. But
I'm just saying, I threw him out there at first, but I can't say the same thing about Harbaugh.
Well, I put it to you like this: John Harbaugh has gotten a ring. He's gotten the various AFC championship games.
What I think he's talking about, Roma, is like those coaches those assistant coaches for New England Patriots.
Well,
Every single
exactly.
one of them under Bill Belichick have gone off to be a head coach.
Look. We talking about coaches in general in professional sports. It ain't got a preference.
Well, I put it to you like this.
Because we done seen coaches in the NFL and the NBA that don't just don't cut it.
Well, I put it to you like this.
That's exactly what we're talking about. They
Yeah,
will cut it as an assistant coach, right? But when they get and become the reins, they can't cut it by themselves.
So
Like Matt Patricia,
hold on.
and so forth and so forth.
So you telling me that one Super Bowl victory that Harbaugh got really done saved his job for 10 plus years?
Yeah, I can guarantee you it did.
Same thing with Mike Tomlin. I mean, when's the last time Mike Tomlin won a playoff game?
But really, if you was as an organization,
Well, I'll put it to you like this.
does that keep your loyalty there?
I agree with you to a point, but a perfect example of that is this.
Mike McCarthy got the same one Mike McCarthy got the same Super Bowl one ring that Mike Tomlin and other coaches got. And Green Bay say, no, we gotta go.
Well, you wanna know what? I put it to you like this. You get certain coaches that are in there, like my man said. You look at New England. I believe that was a system organization because the moment any of those coaches left, them assistants left to get head coaching jobs, they all failed. Romeo Crennel, I think, had 2 opportunities and failed. Charlie Weiss, he failed. I mean, Matt Patricia is the worst. Bill O'Brien ain't far behind him.
And what about the offensive coordinator? What was his name? Tore Denver down.
But hold on, do y'all really think? I don't think it was any one of the assistant coaches.
Well, Omar, being a Redskins fan, let me ask you a question.
Huh?
Let me ask you a question. You guys have a coach. You guys had a coach that was considered almost a lock to the Hall of Fame.
Hey, look.
Hold up, who ruined a franchise? Who ruined a franchise quarterback in his first year?
Hey,
they stuck with him, though.
Hey, look, I'm gonna go ahead and agree with you because the coaching tree of the coaches that came through that system in Washington, at least 5 out of 10 of them got Super Bowl rings right now.
Who was the coach when the Arizona Cardinals went to the Super Bowl? Who was that? Who was the Wisenhunt?
Hey, look, outside of Andy Reid, hey, look, Mark, outside of Andy Reid, everybody that won a Super Bowl outside of Andy Reid in the last 5 to 10 years, then came from the Washington coaching tree.
What the hell they got to do with him now?
Because we definitely produce more Super Bowl winning coaches than anybody.
Well, how many Super Bowls you got?
Hey, look, you don't have a team.
That's exactly right, and that's the reason why. You didn't answer the question. How many Super Bowls you got?
We got 3.
I don't care if you're a baby factory. How many Super Bowls you got that came to maturity?
We got 3.
You got 3 rings.
Yeah.
All right, name them.
Joe Tide, Doug Williams, and Mark Ruffy.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Name how many Super Bowl rings your
I don't have a team.
exactly. You ain't got no.
So what the hell are you talking about? I didn't say anything I want. Okay, I'm neutral.
No, you can't join this conversation.
All right, guys, we gotta get on out here.
Yeah, but it's cut and dry. You know what? I understand if a coach has to be replaced. I just think in the case of how Sacramento went about it, it was classless as hell. And you know, it's one of those things where Doug Christie is taking over. I guess he's taking over as the coach of the team now. But you know what? They're going to get ready to. From what I understand, those owners, some horrible individuals anyway.
They're going to sell the team.
I think it was a dumb move anyway.
Hey, Mark.
Because you will still have to pay Brown. You had to pay him for the rest of the year or however.
The perfect example, they just gave him a $20 million extension, I think, in the last year.
Wow.
See, that was stupid.
See, I ain't, outside it, I put it to you like this. Mike Brown he's had to make a tremendous amount of money. The Lakers had to pay him off. The Cavaliers have had to pay him off. And now Sacramento. So that dude is probably in his coaching career, this as a head coach, has probably made in excess of $40-50 million. So trust me, when he goes home tonight, it ain't like he's telling everybody we got to make sure we don't spend a little extra money at the restaurant because I just got fired. I'm waiting on my unemployment check. That ain't happening. But I've always felt that for black coaches, the leash is not as long.
That's exactly right. Hey, Mark, I said that earlier tonight because the black black coaches.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did. Because I even talked about New York. What happened in New York? Okay. What is that black coach? You guys already know. Had over 50 wins. I'm talking about for the Knicks. And then was fired the next year. Who is that?
That's the same coach in Sacramento that got fired.
No.
Yes, it is. Mike Brown.
No, he never coached the Knicks.
Yes, it is.
No, he wasn't in New York.
Yes, he was.
No, he was in Cleveland.
Mike was in Cleveland. I'm talking about Mark.
Brown was the coach of the New York Knicks with Carmelo Anthony, and they won 50+ games.
Romar, you're not following the script here. Okay.
No, he never coached in New York.
Oh, that's exactly who is I'm talking about, Mark.
Mike Brown, the same coach of the Sacramento Kings,
no,
got fired when he was the coach of the New York Knicks.
No, he was not.
No, he never coached the Knicks.
He never coached the Knicks.
Look it up.
I think it wasn't Dwayne Casey.
It was Woodson.
Mike Woodson.
Mike Woodson in New York. And New York was coming back, and this was their first 50-win season. 50-win season in several years, right? And for some reason, he was fired the next year.
Look it up.
It was Mike Woodson, Romar. I guarantee you it was Mike Woodson.
Mike Woodson.
Hey, Mark, I know we got to go. I know we're trying to wrap up here, but hopefully next week when you come on, we could talk about why Teofimo did not get down with Boots for the next fight.
Well, I can tell you real quick right now. I can tell you that in like 30 seconds. I can tell you why. Boots is too big. He goes up in that weight class. I can tell you now, he's going to sleep. It's too big. You can't go up from basically a lightweight up to middle. Boots is walking around as a light heavyweight, and that ain't happening.
Oh Lord,
he don't want that smoke because he knows that if Teofimo Lopez,
he called him out. That's why I was confused.
Oh no, he can call him out because he's trying to get that real big payday. Right now, Boots would be a huge payday for him. See, and so it's a huge payday. Right now, cats are calling out guys that can generate the payday for him, which I ain't mad at him. If you get what you can get, but right now, if he goes up and wait and fights Boots Ennis, I can guarantee he's going to get destroyed.
Okay. They talking like Teo is nice like that, and I know he can fight, but I would love to see that.
No, but you know what? I tell you his best bet, and I don't even. This would even be dangerous if he wants to. Maybe go up to fight Errol Spence, because I think Errol Spence he done taken too long of a period off. He ain't the same fighter since he went through that windshield, and then he got beat tremendously by my man. So that would be, but it would still generate big money. The only other fight for him, only huge fight would be if he fought like Tank. He ain't trying to do that either.
Well, if not him, at least give me Shakur or somebody. Fight
That,
somebody.
but Shakira, for Lopez, to be honest with you, he would need to fight a guy like Errol Spence. See, all these guys is trying to go for the big money, and like I said, it's got to be a big money fight because what happened? He get in a fight with a dude that ain't a big name and he look bad. Ain't nobody gonna deal with him. They say you just a bunch of talk.
Hey, Mark. So do you see Tank losing any fight next year before he retires?
No. Nope.
I would like to see him step up competition though. I'm gonna tell you.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, you got to remember something. The dude is 5'4", so I mean, it's only so much weight he can go up with, and would be. I mean, he could probably get up to super welterweight, and he can't go beyond that.
Then he gonna fight Shakur next year.
Yeah, but that wouldn't even be a fight.
So
and wait, in which way?
I think Shakir is a beautiful boxer,
He don't have no offense like that.
but his punches ain't got nothing.
But
he has no offense.
No.
None.
Tank gonna beat him with body shots.
Well, no, Tank will set him up. Tank will set him up, come in with that uppercut, and Knight. I mean, again, if you're looking for the big fights, if you're trying to get that one and done and get out of there, but the way this dude over there in Saudi Arabia is giving out money, everybody calling out everybody.
Yeah, he is.
You know.
All right, guys. No, hey, guys, we got to get out of here. I'm sorry. We got to put a pin in this. Get back to this later.
Thanks, Mill.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
I want to say real quick, rest in peace to Paul Baumer. He just won a title a couple of days ago. 6 days ago, and passed away at the age of 35.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how that happened. I don't know what happened in that.
We got to find out more on that next week. But thank you guys for joining us. And this has been the Studio W Sports page. I will see you all in church tomorrow.
All right.
Now, bingo.